Hi, Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. We're doing a stone circle reading. I've placed some stones that I actually collect off a beach I frequent in the summer. And I decided to delineate a beautiful space for you for the spread, for the reading. I wanted to capture a little bit of the full moon eclipse we had yesterday in the Taurus Scorpio axis and see how that energy plays out in your life in the next few months, since eclipses or not kind, but they do last longer. The effects of last longer. So let's explore this together. What is the overarching energy, please? This card. Temps. Temps means time. So maybe you need more time, or time is particularly important. Timing. Let's see what the tarot has to say relative to time. That's it. Time is relative. That's cool. You know, one of your rulers, your traditional ruler is Saturn, and that's the planet of time. So maybe you love to be punctual. Maybe it's something super important for you. We have the Chariot. The Chariot is movement, success. Two cards kind of slipped out very silently. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles upright. So for you, time moves quickly with the Chariot. Either time is pressing, time is lacking, or it just moves fast for you, right? The days are going by, either because you're busy so you don't see time flies, right? Or time flies because you're having fun. Either way, the days sort of feel like you would want maybe an extra hour. Like 25 hours in a day. It could also be that you're maximizing your time. I see you trying to really maximize your time with the Ace of Pentacles, right? Because maybe you with Three of Pentacles in reverse, you might have been disorganized a little bit in the past. And that would have been costly time-wise. That's a really interesting energy on the Three of Pentacles about being disorganized, not following through, not following plans, not being aligned with people, right? So either missing meetings, or maybe because you go too fast. Maybe it's possible you could be cutting corners actually, but you're working on changing that around. The Ace is showing me that you're putting in the effort to I'm hearing like it's a new start. So on the new start, you don't want to, you want to make sure that you maximize your time. Is really, especially with the Pentacle feel of it, is it's like you really want to maximize your time, capitalize on your time. Maybe have your time is money, right? So all of that particular meaning. Let's see what you really do. Eight of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Moon. Another energy of movement with the wheel. You're setting something you're putting something in place here. You're streamlining, you're maximizing your time. I feel that you're actually scheduling quite a lot, slotting things, like literally. And that's setting the wheel in motion for you. It's something that you wanted to, you had the energy here of wanting to really move something forward, push something forward. There's a French expression, mettre l'épaule à la roue. It means to put your shoulder on the wheel. It means like by using your body weight, you know, like sort of imagine like back in the days, like the wheels of those I don't know the word, of those chariots maybe used to when you wanted to plant wheat and you want to create all the, I don't know the words in English, I'm so sorry, but you know what I mean? Like if you had a horse or a bull pulling your cart and it had big wooden wheels, and the peasants would like push with their shoulder, like try to move the cart by putting their shoulder to the wheel. That's where the French expression comes from. So there's something about having to put your weight, pull your weight, add your weight, I should say, to actually move things. And it's adding your weight is taking the form of organizing yourself, but really slotting your time and your activities in a particular sequence, leaving no room for, or not much room for waste, right? Why you're doing this is intriguing. There's something that you know, the Eight of Cups is in reverse, but then you go straight into the Moon. I want to show you something. Let me see if I can really show you well. Maybe I should take only these two cards. Because of how they're placed, there's a moon here, and then the other moon is up here. So there's like a diagonal, and there's like this play of up and down. And so it's mostly for me, it's the diagonal from going from the bottom to the top. So there's really like, and there's a triangle here, right? So it's almost like the energy is following the triangle going up all the way up to the moon, right? There's like something about climbing this side of the triangle. So I feel that this is what you're putting in place in terms of wanting to move something forward, either elevate it or just bring it to a different level. And following a straight line upward, a direct, I want to say like it's a straight line. So you know where you're going up. And, you know, up there, like maybe this Ace of Pentacles is the moon here on top. It's what you're aiming for, reaching for. So it's money oriented to a degree. But it really has to do, everything hinges on your capacity to capitalize on your time and to, I guess, time is money, making every action count, leaving any, like I said, not leaving any waste. In this case, it's like not leaving anything like not wasting your time, and so not leaving any time where there's nothing happening. That's what I meant. before I move on, I want to talk about the moon. I'm sensing I don't know why. For me, it's the nighttime, right? The moon is shows at night, and maybe I said that also that pentacle is the moon here for me, or there's an echo there, and I feel that as you're gonna maximize your time in the daylight, but you're gonna really work also late at night. And maybe that's part of maximizing your time, is actually working longer hours all the way into the night. Maybe, so maybe really working double time, but it could also be that you shift your schedule and work later, and not necessarily like more hours, but there's really something about evenings or nights that could be really beneficial for you in terms of any creative endeavor that would eventually pay off. But it has to be structured. It has to be something that is done consciously. You know, there's a lot of mastery on the Three of Pentacles, and I'm not choosing the collaboration typical interpretation in this case. I'm not seeing, you know, everybody, this man is alone on his chariot. There's a man here alone on the wheel. There's a woman here alone on the moon for me, and there's a man alone here on the Eight of Cups in these pictures, in these drawings. And so for me, there's a lack of collaboration, if you want to say it that way, but it's not because you need to be working in a team and you should be collaborating. It's about you're doing this solo. And maybe that's why you can actually work late at night, because you don't depend on other people's input and having to merge or, you know, meet their schedules, working schedules. But there's a lot of needing to master, I guess it's discipline, right? It's about being able to discipline yourself. We have a Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords came out together in reverse. I'm trying to sense where they belong. By that I mean, sometimes I like to group cards together, and I'm trying to sense where they belong. I think they belong here, because I was talking about you having to work alone, right? I think that the Queen in reverse she's already like kind of very independent when she's upright, but when she's in reverse, she really doesn't want to get involved with anybody, right? She just she prefers to be alone, and will actually give you a hard time if you try to you know, either like take of her time or like interrupt her, or like it's so funny, she'll let you know. And the Page of Swords here is an energy of not being captivated elsewhere by other distractions or interests, where you would basically be, you know, in a passive energy of watching, instead of acting, right? So it's mainly a passive energy here. So I think there's something there about that's why it belongs here, because the way up here, the way up from like having this pentacle move from the bottom here and all the way up here, following that straight line. The three main pivots, or the three components to this success, right, or successful utilization of your time, and is discipline, organization, like being organized, slotting your activities, sort of isolating yourself, and not wasting any time here on passive stuff, right? Like watching things instead of doing things for yourself, right? So like watching TV, we all know that watching TV is a passive action. That's so contradictory, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I hope that was clear about something passive instead of active, proactive, right? And I think this is what you need to put in place for yourself to get the wheel, like I said, like putting your, that's the added weight you need to pull or push. I don't even know how to say it anymore, but just to get things going. And I'm hearing have the ball rolling, because I'm looking at this moon and it looks like a ball, but it's rolling upwards. It's not just rolling horizontally, but to get the ball rolling. That's funny. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to pull a Druid Wisdom card. See what the guidance is on these. But remember, there's something about working late that's good for you. Or maybe just longer hours, as long as you can sustain it. There's 3 cards. Let's take them. And I'll put them one under each and every one of these 3 here. Okay, I don't know which is going to go under which one, but you have the Ritual of Air. It reads, a spell for luck whispered in the air, the songs of bards will carry you there. So I think it's really perfectly in the right place, because the songs of bards for me is that all this energy that you'd be putting in to move things forward, like the spell energy and like the songs, right? All of that you're, you know, it's not literal, because we're talking about time and we're talking about organizing yourself and making sure you stay active and doing your stuff, right? Instead of watching other people's stuff, do your own. But it's about, there's a ritual to adopt about being disciplined. There's something about it'll carry you there. So that's the investment. That's the added weight. And then let's see if these are actually in the right place as well. The other one is the Hermit's Home. It reads, a house is but a simple building. A home, however, is the warmest kind of feeling. And then we have Trust the Journey. You once wished to be where you're standing in life now. Look back and reflect on the journey you traveled, how far your heart has carried you through. I think everything is in place here, because trust the journey is the straight line, of course. So, but it speaks of, you know, reflect, look back. So it means that you're arriving here where the moon is on top, where the pentacle, where everything where you want it to go. And it says, look back and reflect on the journey, the journey that you undertook with the chariot, that straight line, like that elevation, walking, climbing on the side of the triangle, the mountain. It's like a mountain, you're climbing a mountain. And it says, your heart has carried you through. So the heart is the hermit's home, so it's this energy here of the wheel, like basically the hub. So maybe you work from home, your hub, your headquarters, and it doesn't, even if it says a house is a simple building, a home, however, is the warmest kind of feeling. So maybe it's the energy of the night as well, in the sense that by choosing seclusion, I told you, you're going to want to really concentrate your energy or bring them back towards you in that particular place where it's the warm feeling of, okay, you're doing the right thing at the right moment. It's not just like because you're sitting in your house or wherever you choose to be. It's about feeling at home in what you're doing and knowing that it's carrying you somewhere, right? If I extrapolate the meaning of the card, of course, which is what I'm doing. Anyway, that's the reading. I hope something spoke to you, because there's quite a strong energy on related to time, and I believe time is money in your case. So if that is a priority and a focus of yours, then you're well served here. So enjoy the journey here. It's beautiful. You have all the advice needed. You know exactly which strings to pull here to make it happen. So congrats. So please like, share, and subscribe the video. Please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Good night. Take care.